a 45-minute yoga class. Thanks for tuning in through YouTube. Let's start in child's pose. Give yourself a few minutes here. There can be movement, there can be moans and groans, but let yourself, encourage yourself to really start exploring the feelings and sensations of what it's like getting into this first child's pose. Once your movements start to settle, and see if you can explore with some bigger, deeper breaths. Filling up all the way to the back of the lungs. And exhaling completely. One more big breath. Let it out. Downward dog. Once you get into downward facing dog, don't feel like you have to find it right away and just stick it, right? See if you can move around, maybe enjoying these first transitions into these shapes that might be really familiar. And steady and smooth out the rhythm and pace of your breath while you drive through your hands and soften your face. Now reach a little bit longer through the arms and lengthen through the side body. And lift the hips up and stretch back through the legs and soften around the base of the scalp. The base of the skull. 2 more breaths there. Exhale, knees to the floor. Inhale, curl your chest forward, lift your tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen, lifting and stretching through. And then exhale, make that big curve. Keep going, push into the floor. And then one more, inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And round it out. Nice. Chest forward, tuck the toes, downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hang in a forward fold near the back of your mat. Do whatever you want with the torso, with the arms. You can sway, you can shake out the head. You could be letting your arms cross and hang in the elbows. You could take big old sighs and cleansing breaths. And maybe still more connection through the feet. See what's going on there underneath the soles of the feet. You can pick up the toes. You can pick up the balls of the feet. Maybe you're lifting a heel. Maybe you don't want to do any of that. Let it go. With an exhale, let your hands trickle down towards the floor. And then inhale, halfway lift. Broaden and stretch the chest forward. Lift the shoulders up to hip height, and then move the shoulder blades towards the spine. If you want to fly the arms or bring the hands on the thighs or the shins, Find something that suits you. Oh, push down through the feet and activate around the outer hips and the glutes. One more breath in. And then fold, exhale. Stand up, drive through the feet. Inhale, reach. Lift the chest, reach the arms. And then pull everything to the center, palms together in front of your heart. Give yourself a moment to stand tall. This could be a really nice place to set an intention for your practice, for this time that you've created for yourself to connect to you. Finishing an exhale there. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, fold over your thighs. Halfway lift and lengthen. Now bend the left knee, left fingertips find the floor. Right arm stretches up. Keeping the chest broad, move the right hip back in space. Oh, curling the chest forward, inhale. It's like you're swimming your way to the other side. Reach forward, bend the other knee, and twist it open. Reach big, and then pull back to the left hip and yearn the heart through. Fill it with breath. Wait for an exhale to bring that top hand all the way down. Keep the chest propped up, toe heel to feet wide, heels in, toes out, sit into a squat. As you drop the pelvis down, let the knees point the same direction as the toes. Your heels can be lifted, you could have hands on the floor, make it work in your body. You can have a block or a blanket, something underneath your hips. Now see if you can continue to breathe mindfully. If you breathe with purpose, perhaps with that intention, fueling your breath, finding a nice, steady rhythm to calm and soothe the mind. Two more breaths. Push the palms, lift the chest, inhale. Forward fold, drive through the heels, lift the hips and allow the torso to hang. Crawl forward, plank pose, and continue to breathe here. So find your plank. Curling the sternum forward, fire up the thighs. See if you can relax at your temples. Steady breath, no work in the face. Pick your right leg up, so it's a three-legged plank. Take an inhale. And then right on the floor, it's going to be underneath the right hip. Dial your back heel in line, so now it's grounded to the earth, the left foot. Reach your top arm forward, left arm forward, and turn the chest open. Yes, drive through the back foot and really reach. Nice job, back to plank. Give it a breath. When you've got an inhale, reach the left leg up. Really reach. And then left knee to the floor. Ground the back foot, so connect it to your mat. As you push the left hand, turn the chest open and reach to the right fingertips. Oh, get in there. Again, try to relax around the sides of the neck. So there's no like extra gripping in the jaw, right? And then back to plank. Beautiful. Inhale, a little shift forward on your tippy toes. Keep the chest broad, lower, pull yourself to the floor. Fly your arms by your sides. Arms, legs, chest, navel lifts. Get a little bit longer. Keeping the chest lifted and the shoulder blades behind the heart. Legs down, hands next to the rib cage. Pull back with the hands to curl up. Take another inhale, cobra. Child's pose. Walk your arms to the right so the torso spins over the right thigh and then reach through the left fingertips. Big reach, and you're stretching maybe now the outside of the rib cage and armpit on the left side. And then when you're ready, you can switch, crawl it on over. Oh, and then you're really looking for a pull through the right fingertips and a reach back through the right hip to create space outside of the rib cage, armpit, space between the ribs there. Yes, and then back towards center. Nice work. Downward dog. Take some breaths there. Reaching long through both the arms and the legs. Pick your right leg up. One more inhale. Knee into your chest. Foot between your hands. Right arm to the sky. Lift the left thigh, let the right hip pull back. Nice. And then top hand down. Back knee gently down. Reach up tall. Tailbone down. Arms lift. Beautiful, hands to the floor. Downward dog. Right, left leg reaches. Extra couple of breaths there. Both legs are scissoring apart. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, pull forward, knee into your chest. Foot between your hands. Left arm reaches. Engage the right glutes and get long from the back heel all the way to the crown of the head. Yes. One more breath in. Top hand down, back knee gently down. Reach up tall. See if you can contain the low ribs, but stretch up through the arms. And exhale, downward dog. Right leg to the sky. Roll your right hip open. And then bend the right knee. And then so you can stretch back. Take your inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot between your hands. Fly your arms by your sides. So the back heel is lifted. Shoulder blades are behind the heart, so towards one another. Take another breath in. Exhale, back knee down. Reach up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Standing split. Hands to the floor. Back leg to the sky. Yes, let the head hang. Tap the right calf with the left knee and lift the chest. Good. Inhale, reach long, lift, standing splits. Exhale, bend the knees, tap the back of the calf, chest forward. One more. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, tap the back of the calf. This time, hold. Think halfway lift with the upper body, and then maybe hands come together in front of your heart. So good. Take your inhale. Warrior two. Step it back. Woo. Find your footing. Spread your legs. Lift the pelvic floor, the chest, the crown of the head, and then everything else can get long. Sides of the waist, sides of the neck. Reverse your warrior. Lean forward, flip the front palms, stretch back as you step on the gas with the front foot. Nice. And then cartwheel your left hand to the floor. Back heel pops up, right arm to the sky, twist it out. Top hand down, three-legged dog. Front right leg, up and back. Roll the right hip open. Lift it higher, bend the knee. Inhale, leg, pigeon. Hands curl forward. Right knee somewhere behind the right wrist. If you feel like you need more mat in front of you, just back it up. Make sure it's reasonable on the front knee. You're not going to be here too terribly long, so find your shape. Feeling the energy moving, maybe even closing the eyes. I feel here if you need that with gentle movement that can be really soothing in a human body to be gently rocked or moving. It's left to right here, side to side. Steady your breath. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Lift the chest. We're going to rock to the outside of the right hip and take a wide straddle. So we're going to turn open to the left. I'm going to be backwards to you. And then reaching long through the heels. See if you can prop up on the fingertips. I'll turn around. And then lengthening the chest forward. Lots of work, gripping, hugging the muscles to the bone and the thighs, and then the reach through the heels. And then again, maybe another lift of the chest. Take 2 more breaths there. Now lift the chest, keep reaching long through the arms. Notice you can sit up tall. Turn to the front of your mat, keeping the legs long. See if you can lift back to down dog. Nice, take a breath. Push through the hands. Finish an exhale there. And then left leg reaches, roll the left hip open, lift it higher, and then bend the knee. Stretch it back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot between your hands. Fly your arms by your sides. Notice that you can have the chest lifted and the shoulder blades squeezing towards one another. There's room to cinch in around the waist and keep the length. Inhale. Exhale, back knee down. Lift the chest, reach the arms, fill it up. Standing splits. Fingertips find the floor, right leg reaches. Take a couple breaths, just let the head hang. And then we'll find some movement with the breath. Inhale, reaching long through the legs. And then exhale, bend the knees, tap the back of the calf. Nice, standing splits, breathing in. And then tap the back of the calf. Lift the chest, make halfway lift. Good, one more, standing splits. Tap the back of the calf, bend the knees. Cinch in around the waist, maybe hands together in front of the heart. Breathe. Get in there. Soak up an inhale. Drag it back, warrior 2. Oh, yes. Find your shape. Settle around. Once you find the footing, then you can build on the pose. So from the foundation up. Hinge forward, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Step on the gas with that front foot. Lengthen. Cartwheel your back hand to the floor. Back heel pops up. Left arm reaches. Nice. Top hand down. 3-legged dog. Front left leg up and back. Big ol' reach. Nice, you got it. pigeon. Come on through. Find a setup that works for you. Take the time to really acknowledge what it's like to build a stable structure to rely on, something with integrity, so that now we can move maybe our attention somewhere else. Experience the breath more fully. Bring our intention back into this breath, to this movement. You can almost bask in the meditative aspect of syncing this breath with this movement, everything being mindful, connected. Centering through the syncopation of such. If you'd like to join in a cleansing breath, exaggerate your inhale. You might even lift up a little bit. Open your mouth, let it out. And then eventually you're going to start to lift up out of this. Roll the outside of your left hip. Open up to your wide-seated straddle. Remember, wide is a relative term, right? If we feel like we start to roll back and we're fighting this action of rolling back, then narrow the legs and see if that helps you lean forward. So find the width that's appropriate in your body. Yes. And it can be different every day. Injuries make it different. A lifetime of being in a body, right? This is an ever-changing being and a really dynamic practice, which can give us the opportunity to keep this curiosity going. Going and going for a lifetime. There's moments to be soft. There's moments to work. And there are moments between transitions. Breaths in your wide straddle. Starting to lift chest and walk yourself back up, keeping legs long, cinching around the waist. And then turning back to the front of your mat. Kind of roll around the feet, plant the hands, and then lift the hips, step it back, downward dog. Plank pose, pull yourself forward. Walk the hands a little bit further forward. So you can drive down through the right hand and turn the right elbow crease forward. As you do that, come to the outside of your right foot. Left arm stretches up. You can even stretch it over. Vashisthasana, side plank. And then exhale, back to plank. Drive down through the left hand like you're trying to turn the top of a jar that's really stuck. But let the arm rotate. The hand doesn't, but the arm. Crease turns forward, wrapping the shoulder blade around the outside of the rib cage, creating more stability in the shoulder girdle to turn and be stable. Yes. And then get long and breathe. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Lower pulling just to elbow height. And then press 1 inch up. Inhale, fire up the thighs. Go to the floor, cobra, chest is broad. Reach back through the toes, curl it through. Downward dog. Take a couple breaths there, yogis. Move around if you need. Right leg reaches, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot between your hands. Fly your arms by your sides. Exhale, back knee down. Arms reach. Standing splits. Inhale. Tap the calf, lift the chest. Breathe in, hands together. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Take your inhale there. This time we're going to triangle. Take a bend out of the front knee. Reach forward. Push off the back foot, really reach. And then right hand down, left arm to the sky. Let's see if you can drive again through the back foot. Lengthen the underside waist. Breathe in. Bend your front knee. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Slide your left hand to your hip. Cartwheel forward. Balancing half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Right fingertips can find the floor or a block. Keep reaching long through both heels and stretch up through the left arm if you feel stable. Now you can look down, you can look at the wall, you can look at the ceiling. Don't feel like you gotta do something that's out of whack, out of balance, out of congruency with the reason you showed up. Take an inhale. And then it's just a seated twist. So the hands come down, right toes are gonna kiss the left knee. Something like that. Inhale, lift the chest. And then rotate to the right. You might get a nice hip stretch here. Certainly some good work for the spine, a little ring out. Big breath to massage the internal organs. Good. Finish your exhale there. Turn all the way back to center. Plant your hands, step back, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale. Left leg reaches. Knee to nose. Foot between your hands. Fly your arms by your sides. Inhale. Back knee down, reach up towards the ceiling. Standing splits. Take your breath in, reach. We'll curtsy, bend the knees, tap the back of the calf, pause. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. Take an inhale, step it back, warrior 2. Take the time to find your footing. Really nice. On an inhale, reverse it. We're taking triangle. Make sure the feet feel well, not too wide, not too narrow between the feet, and enough so you can really push down. If you're fighting any grip on a carpet or a not so sticky mat, it's tricky. You want to ground through that foot. Ground through the ball of the front foot. And push this left hip crease way back, reaching it back. On an exhale, bend the front knee. Reverse your warrior. Slide your right hand to your right hip. With an exhale, start to cartwheel, Ardha Chandrasana. You can slide the back foot in. Left fingertips might find the floor. A block that might hover, you can put them on your shin. Reach long through the legs and forward through the chest. Try not to clench. Again, around to the base of the skull. Let the head be an extension of the spine, so you're not holding the whole shape in your neck. One more inhale. Hands to the floor, seated twist. Right knee, left pinky toes. Inhale, sit up tall, twisting to the left. Pouring the breath up and down the length of your spine. Finishing an exhale there. Twisting back or lean forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll to stand, reach your arms to the sky. Palms together in front of your heart. Take a moment, take a breath. And release your fingers behind your back so you can fly the arms and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drive through the feet, stretch back through the arms, lift the chest. Bend the knees as you fold, lifting the knuckles, letting the head hang. 2 more breaths there. Exhale, release your hands down, halfway lift, prop up with the chest. Bend your left knee, left hand down, right arm reaches, get into that outer right flank there. And then switch with your exhale, swim it on over. Yes, revisit there, revisit. Inhale, and then back, left hand down. Crawl forward, plank pose. Stay in plank in your exhale. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Pull yourself just to elbow height, no lower. Hover in your strength. Up dog. Straighten out the arms, driving through the hands. Coming to the tops of the feet. Curl it up. Down dog when you're ready. Two more breaths here. Child's pose. Soften around the edges. Even maybe taking a moment to let go of the control of your breath. Maybe feeling some heat that you've built, the heart beating in your chest. Lock the hands back, lift the chest up. Bring the legs around in front of you, scoot forward on your mat. Lie onto your back. Hug those knees with you into your chest. Make circles with your knees. Roll around. Nice. Reach your right leg to sky, stretch your left leg long, hover above the floor, hands behind your head, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and now reach your left arm beyond the right leg. Now instead of just turning and looking, reach the right arm behind you and the left leg long. Nice. Inhale back to center, lift the hips, reach. Exhale, twist to the left, and really reach. Inhale back to center, lift the hips. Exhale, twist and reach. Inhale back to center, lift. Exhale, squeeze and rinse it out. Inhale, lift. To the right, left arm, left leg. Center and lift. To the left, right, reach. Back to center, last round. Hug your knees into your chest. Place your feet on the floor. Just let them land where they do in front of your sitting bones. Arms by your sides, push down through your feet, lift your hips up. And then see if you can make robot arms. So now the triceps are pressing into the floor and the shoulder blades move underneath you and towards the spine like you've been doing
We did it on our belly. We did it in your crescent lunge with the arms flying. If you'd like to let go of the robot arms, you can. If you like, stick with it. You could also lift the hips up onto the hands, and then lift the hips up out of the rib cage. And then check in, make sure you're not like crunching in your throat. Also try not to splay the knees open. There's this peeling in and down of the inner thighs. Lower down with an exhale. I'm going to adjust underneath you. So I'm going to sort of pick up the shoulders, walk them back. Hug your knees in. Hug your forehead up to your knees. Knees to the left, supine twist. Your head is just an extension of the spine, so let it just follow. And then start to work a lot less here. Back to center, pause, hug your forehead to your knees, lower the head down, and then switch sides. Maybe something between the thighs if that's more supportive. Try to ungrip around the outer hips and try to unravel around your collarbones. Yourself all the time you need to even out from right to left in this twist. When you feel even, you'll unravel. And then again, situate yourself so that you feel neutral. The spine can be long, the shoulders are underneath, the hips can be heavy, back of the pelvis. There can be the natural curves of your spine. If you need a happy baby, a Supta Baddha Konasana, right? Some more twisting, cleansing breath. Maybe a reclined hip opener visit. Just give yourself another maybe 5 to 8 breaths on your back. Making some shapes, maybe making some noises. Acknowledging the fact that you put in the work. You're already here at the end, or almost to Shavasana. There's power in stepping on your mat. There's power in checking in with you. There's power in recognizing the fact that this is an ever-changing vessel. Allowed to acknowledge what you need and honor yourself with that. Shavasana when you're ready. And the heels come towards the corners of your mat. And then adjust the glutes underneath you. Adjust the back of the shoulders, back of the rib cage. Letting the arms fly wide with the palms up. Could roll the legs in and out, and then let the feet splay open. And let's take 3 big old breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Fill up. one yet. Fill up to the chest and to the collarbones. Let it all go. Relax the shoulders, the sides of the neck. Your natural breath will eventually find its perhaps more erratic, much shallower rhythm. So you can ungrip all the way around the hips, and then again, the shoulders. Hands and feet get a break. Let them rest. Fingers curling naturally. Toes aren't searching for balance. Let your head rest back completely. So with that support of the brain, you can settle the back of your skull. Absolutely continue the Shavasana or add on some more Colombian shapes. You can put your legs at the wall. You feel like you're ready to just move on. When you're ready to wake up, just pulling a bigger breath back into your body. And working into a full body stretch if that sounds like a good move for you. Bending the knees and curling on over to your favorite side. Again, pausing amidst this transition to acknowledge the fact that you showed up for you. You showed up on your mat. Whatever that entailed in this day and this time, you did it. And the yoga itself is more than enough. Your attention, your breath, your time. Help yourself up to a seat. Maybe your eyes stay closed. So you can sit up nice and tall. Hold your palms together in front of your heart. If you set an intention for your practice, you can hold it here between the warmth of the palms of the hands. It's a great place to hold that sense of self-gratitude. Acknowledging your very personal journey. Bow your chin to your chest. Take some of those deep breaths right into your center. Feeling the expansiveness of your lung space. Lift your chin from your chest. Moving your thumbs up to your third eye, your forehead center. Seeing your own best light each and every day, and seeing that light in each and every person you meet. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. May this practice serve you well.